So life got very serious, and I just came away from the game. And she asked me a question. I came home one evening. She goes, "Why do you play basketball?" So what do you mean? Why do I play? Well, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what I've done since I was 12, 13 years old. What do you mean? Why do I play basketball? Because every time you go to basketball, you come home in a worse mood than how you left the house. Okay, I'd stop watching. I'd stop coming to the center. I'd stop coming to watch the men's team. Just completely came away from the game. Even the clothes I wore changed.
Welcome to the Next Position podcast. Today's guest is Steve Bradley, ex-Magic legend. I'm calling him a legend, yeah.
Okay.
And current Cheshire Wire head coach.
So growing up, I started like football, like everyone.
Like everyone, yeah.
Everyone. So it's football, football, football. Got to high school and it was still football, football, football. But I went to school with, do you remember Jordan Grant?
Not really.
So Jordan played Magic.
Right, yeah.
It's Trafford back then. It's Trafford Basketball Club
Yeah.
before
On the
Magic
black floor as well on there.
in Manor High.
Yeah, I remember that.
And his older brother Jason Grant used to play for Graham.
Right.
So Jason was on the same team as Nick George. So we already had a couple of Magic guys in the school, but then it just seemed to be something that when I got to high school, like there was always a group of guys playing basketball, and I became friends with those guys because some of them were in my form. And it was just like I'd still play football, go lunch, go and play football in the playground, but then I just sort of started to gravitate a little bit towards it. And I got hooked. I got the bug.
Yeah, but then you had because you were at Parswood, weren't you?
Yeah.
You had what, like Nathan?
So Nathan's year below me.
Right, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's in my form.
Jeez.
Jordan was in my form.
This would have dominated school
Really
basketball.
seems that, yeah.
We were begging for a team constantly. Because I was at Parswood from the old school. Then it was all knocked down, and what you see now of Parswood and the new school, I was sort of part of that transition from there.
Yeah.
We had this great gym. We actually had an actual gym where you could lift and everything. You know,
Wow, it's
we
better
was
than us.
in year 11, I turned 16 in October, so I could go to a gym outside of school. I wasn't allowed to use the gym
In
school during lunchtime.
Yeah.
So it's difficult. It's difficult.
Well, I was going to start moving on to when you actually started playing proper organised basketball.
So it was obviously school was the influence.
Yeah.
And then Nathan Williams' dad, Emerson,
Yeah.
and Tony. Remember Tony as well?
Yeah.
They were running a ball hall team at Reddish. Didsbury Phantoms. Pete played on that team.
Yes, sir.
Always starts at Reddish.
Everyone starts at Reddish
yeah.
ball hall.
Yeah.
And again, I was still playing both sports. I was doing football and basketball. I remember playing football for school,
Yeah.
and then having a game at Reddish, and it's like still covered in mud, but you go and play basketball. It was just a bug. It became an obsession. So I would just try and be around it as much as possible, So Reddish Friday nights.
Classic.
And again, I don't know if it's bias or not, but it was some intense, good basketball.
There's so many good players in that. So many National League players.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been lost a little bit now.
Possibly. So my eldest boy, he still plays at the Warrington Ball Hall.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it used to. Again, I'm going to sound like an old head. Back in the
It's
day,
just true though. It's just true.
Okay. Why do you think that is? Is that because you described two different introductions right to the sport just then?
Yeah.
Your introduction was just casual, and then you got the bug.
Because I joined the ball hall team.
Yeah, fair enough.
So then it was like, I remember we played like a 2-1-2 zone defense.
Yeah.
And, it's like, oh, you're at the right back of the zone.
Yeah.
So one of the first training sessions, like, okay, I'm playing right back of the zone.
Yeah.
Ball goes down the other end in transition, I stand still on defense.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing right back.
Yeah.
So it's that football mindset. But yeah, so it was having Joe Sullivan,
Yeah.
Jordan as like my best friends. Go to school, see them every day, and they were progressing within their basketball journey, and it was almost like I want to be
I
like
want to, yeah.
these guys. So then it was like I said, Nathan and Emerson and Tony. Didsbury was already established, and there's a few other Didsbury teams that was playing at the ball hall. I got asked if I'd like to, or I think I might have asked whether I can join the team. Just the
Right, right,
enthusiasm, and I want to see what this is like. Um, Keith Page was on that team.
All the old guys. All the old
All the
guys.
old guys, but yeah, it was just super competitive. And then we'd play the year up.
Right, yeah.
So we'd have Laurie Warburg was playing. I don't know if you
I
remember
don't really.
Laurie, Darren Hardy. There's a lot of old guys that were playing, and it was just super. Adam Harrison,
Yeah.
super competitive.
Mm.
So you couldn't really turn up and quote unquote
Not be up
mess
for,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was an outlet to have fun a little bit,
It
I
was
guess.
fun, but the fun was from progressing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
competing.
learning,
Because,
competing.
there's like England guys walking through the doors and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't really get that in the bar halls much
No.
anymore.
No,
But how do you create that bug now for the next generation? Because I'm assuming you introduce your kids, for example, into the sport.
I did. However, I was conscious to not push it upon them.
Okay.
So when I had my boys, because there's only a year between my boys,
Yeah.
I'd completely come away from the game.
Mm.
I wasn't playing, I wasn't coaching. I keep up a little bit with the NBA,
Mm.
and a few guys that, my friends that were still playing high level stuff. I just completely come away.
Yeah.
So they were doing like this Saturday, almost like youth club thing, and there was a hoop there. There was a little football, so I was like throwing in the ball and seeing
Have we got a player?
who ever played and play. Whether not even that, just is this
The
something
interest
that
is there,
yeah.
yeah.
So I asked them both, would you like to try basketball? And they said yes. And inside I was like, yes,
Get it.
Yeah.
yes. And I took them down to it was a come and try session they do at the Warrington Ball Hall. I think it's like Saturdays at 2:30 for an hour. You pay like £2-3. It is what it is. It's an introductory to basketball. It's not a great it's not high level or anything like that. It's just literally getting the children holding the basketball, seeing a hoop, dribbling, two hands or running around with the ball. Just that introduction. And then there's a guy called Steve Welsh. I don't know if you know Steve.
Yeah.
So Steve runs a community club called Bridgewater Jets in Warrington Way.
Okay.
And he's like, I recognise you. Did you used to play? So then we got talking. He's like, these your boys? I said, yeah. He's like, kind of need two players for a game it's a friendly, but we need two players to make up the numbers. Would your boys like to play? So this is the first time they've ever been down here. They don't know the rules. They don't know anything. He's like, it's fine. Let's see. So I asked them, and they both said yeah, and that's how their journeys kind of started.
Yeah.
But just circling back a little bit, how do you create that now? $1 million question.
Yeah. You'll find it tough. It's tough now, isn't it? Because National League or regional leagues,
Mm-hmm.
they start the kids so young now
Mm.
that you don't have like the community bit where you just play in a lot of the time. It's like they'll just make a regional team or
Yeah.
they'll just make a National League team.
Straight away.
And then you go in, you get smacked up, and then they don't want to really play anymore.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, even at the ball hall, going just a bit back to that, we'd get smacked,
Mm.
yeah.
but we wanted to play basketball,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it wasn't as heartbreaking to get beat by a lot of points.
Yeah.
Because you got a game next Friday and you're ready to go again, type of thing.
Yeah. And there's that one team in the league we can beat.
Yeah,
We're waiting for that one
yeah,
team.
yeah.
But then obviously you got a bit better, Steve. You weren't in the thingy. Was your first National League Stockport?
Stockport, year 10. Then I tried out Magic, Manor High.
Yeah, I guess he didn't make
Didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
Unlucky.
So I was gutted.
Mm.
Yeah.
because as it is today, as it was back then, Magic is the club to play for, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are open to their own opinions. My opinion, you want to be a basketball player, this is where you need to play.
Yeah.
Um, my friends, my two best friends that I went to high school with, they played for Magic, so I was like, I want to play for Magic.
Yeah.
I used to go to the half-term camps with Joe and Graham
Yeah.
at Manor High. I used to do Sunday morning coaching sessions that Joe and Graham used to do,
Yeah.
and I still now coach the same things as what they was coaching. Show my age.
A few years ago.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
Footwork. We just do footwork stuff. Squaring up, being on balance.
Yeah.
Literally, two like you pass, catch, pivot, rotate back, make a
Yeah.
chest pass. Not at the time you don't realize it, but it was just creating such a base for the skill to develop. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was that, and so I didn't make the team. Okay, I'll go and play for Stockport. So I tried out, and it was a time when Giants had just finished the youth team and changed the name to Stockport.
So when the seniors have stopped as well,
No,
like,
the seniors
still
still
going.
play. So Nick Nurse was the coach,
Yeah.
and then his assistant Dave Bonnick.
Yeah.
He was my coach at Stockport, Pete.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd got in at Stockport, so I still get teased a little bit at schools. You play for Stockport, we're at Magic, but that was doing something inside you where it's motivation, got to get there. I knew we had a great team,
Yeah. It's probably the best team Stockport.
possibly. I don't know about
Yeah.
later generations or people before me, but
Yeah.
we was good.
We get to like finals and stuff, right?
Got to the final fours. We lost.
Fours. Wow.
This team was
Yes,
good. This team
final
was good.
fours. I think it was under 15s.
Yeah.
So it was when it was still pass around.
Oh,
Again,
right. That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
again, that's a lot of old stories here. We played Hackney in the sort of semi-final game, if you will.
Yeah.
Destroyed. We were just not ready to play Hackney.
Yeah.
They were more physically developed than us, just better basketball guys. Den's player was playing, brother was playing a Jew,
All right. Yeah.
Patrick Mackey, some like well-known top guys from down in London.
Stockport.
Against just us skinny kids and stuff, but we got destroyed. But we played Brighton in the third and fourth game, beat Brighton. So that year we finished third.
It's pretty good.
So that was like my introductory to National League basketball.
Yeah. We're almost at the top right away.
Yeah, which was obviously not everyone's experience. But I had that rejection from Magic, rightly so, because I wasn't ready. And there wasn't like, I think, how many teams are there in Manchester now, youth wise? About five?
Loads, yeah.
Five,
five,
six
six,
teams,
something
5 or
like
6.
that, yeah.
It was literally Magic and Stockport.
Right, yeah.
So if you didn't make one of those two teams, you
Then
didn't play National League.
But it makes both teams stand really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, okay, you didn't make Magic, but you're still a good player. And so Stockport are still.
Yeah, so then obviously we had a good season. And I was like, okay, thanks for the opportunity. I want to go and play for Magic.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I used to do the summer camps. And they were the best thing ever. Summer camp.
That was going to be my next question. What was it about those the summer camps that one helped you develop as a player, and two, like, what was it like having like Joe and Graham as a coach in a summer camp? Like, were they still like strict, or was it a bit of fun?
It was Joe Graham.
Did you develop there? And
It was the best ever. You got to play basketball from morning till night. We've not worked. You don't know school. You wasn't in school. It was half term. You wasn't just. I think computer games is around, but it wasn't as popular what they are now.
Yeah.
But it gives you something to do.
Yeah.
But again, my obsession was get to go and play basketball all day.
Yeah.
okay, let's go. And this was literally at Manor Highs before John started doing the Johnny Michi summer camps.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's great. So then obviously I was like, okay, I want to try out Magic again, but I can't remember how it came about, to be honest, but there was about 5 or 6 of us from the Stockport team that ended up coming together
That's what people were saying, wasn't it?
to Magic.
Was that the
Yeah.
year that that happened?
And we
Where,
played for Sergio,
yeah,
which was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. But someone was saying that was Sergio's first year coaching, you know.
He was still playing for the first team.
Yeah, and he's got you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I heard about that was that Stockport weren't going to be able to offer the team for you again.
Yeah.
So then Joe was like, "Well, we love you. We'll have you on."
Yeah. And and thank you to Joe. You
Yeah.
know. But there was like I said, there was 5 or 6 of us that we should have been coming over.
I tell you what would happen now, though. Something that come up now with that is poaching. So poaching would be something that I think every club gets almost told that okay, if someone goes to somewhere,
Mhm.
you're poaching. I wonder what you think about that. Do you just think a kid should just go where he thinks he should develop, or do you think there should be a bit of loyalty to a team that's helped?
I'm a loyalty guy. Still
Yeah.
am, whether it's business or friendships. However, where are you going to develop?
Mm.
Yeah.
And I hear this thing about coaching because it happens at the club that I'm currently coaching at. But if a child has an opportunity to go to another club, which will further develop their basketball skill set, why would anybody stand in the way of that?
Yeah.
Would you
And
encourage it? Would you tell a kid, mate, you're good here and everything, but I think you should go and try out for XYZ. I think you should go and try out for
that's
this
a
and that.
difficult question for me to answer.
Yeah, I know.
That's
No,
a
but
very difficult
if you were,
to.
let's say for your kids, for example, they play for like whoever they play for,
Mhm.
and they've got into a level that you feel like they're starting to plateau.
Yeah,
Would you encourage them now to go somewhere else that could help them sort of like take the next step?
I think it's very situational.
Okay.
Um, so there's a couple of different ways to look at it. Okay, you come to a club like here, you're around better players.
Mm,
You should probably be around better coaches as a group.
mm.
Um, so you hope that you would develop. However, playing time is important.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So if you're in a club where you have a good coach, okay, the club as a whole might not be on the same level as many clubs are, but as Magic or the more established clubs, shall we say.
Yeah.
Do you go to this other club to make that jump and potentially not see as much court time? Or if you're at a club where, as I just said, it's not as established, but you're playing,
A lot more, yeah.
because playing is important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The
Seeing
most.
seeing the floor,
Yeah.
and I know that first-hand experience. Um, Playing is important.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's still lessons to learn. I think you learn possibly a bit more than getting blown out by 50 points.
Yeah.
You do by winning by 50 points.
Yeah.
Test the character. You know,
Yeah.
can you still execute? Can you still do what we've been
Yeah.
working on for the past however how many months or years?
Yeah. You can hide as well. If you're a better team, you can hide a little bit more behind. Oh, we're winning. This kid's kind of doing everything, but we're all
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah. And we have a big thing at the moment, like some of our kids, but like they're low on squads, but they'd want to stay. But is that the best thing when you could go play 20, 30 minutes somewhere else? It's hard to know what's the best
It
thing to
is, and,
develop.
and that's why I say I think it's situational for that
Yeah.
individual child. I will answer your question off camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
uh,
Get back to your Magic days, though. 'Cause the thing is,
yeah,
you've just got picked up by
yeah,
Magic. What
yeah.
was your memories of Magic, and what were some of the good ones? What were some of the bad
Ah,
ones?
having that sense of pride that I'm playing for Magic. This is what I wanted to do, and I've done it. But now it's like, okay. Now it's you're not you made it on the 16s team.
Yeah. But now what?
Now what? Now you're like, okay,
Yeah.
so I mean, playing for Serge was amazing. You know,
Yeah.
he's teaching us so many things that I don't think was being taught at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Serge's background and
Mm.
everything. As I said, he was still playing, so he was coaching us from players' standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, this is how you do this in the game, and
Mm.
this is footwork, and
Yeah.
but he used to run us.
I heard Sergio was a bit crazy about that.
He used to run us. So we used to practice on a Thursday at George Cornell in Elmston.
Yeah, yeah.
About an hour and a half practice. You bring two pairs of shoes. One's your indoor basketball shoes. The other is the outdoor shoes. And we used to do suicides on the car park lines.
Damn. You can't do that anymore. Or maybe you can with what you're doing it.
On the muddy grass.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was rain or, you go inside, you get dry, you get changed, and then we're on the floor and you're ready to go to your basketball.
I'd love to do something like
I'm
that.
guessing that wasn't done as a punishment though. That was just what you
That was,
do.
that was a part of, if you want to be a basketball player, there's certain requirements, and one of them
Yeah.
is you need to be in shape. And we're going to press,
Yeah.
so you need to be in shape. So yeah, it was great. Playing for Surge was great. I moved to the 18s, played for Graham for 2 years. In the sort of transition from the 16s to 18s, I got asked by Graham to come down. He used to take a couple of us and say, okay, you're coming to the under 18s training tonight. That was another world.
It
What
was
a pain, to be fair.
right.
Because the talent level was crazy. Stefan Gill was playing, Alan Metcalf, Tomo, Dave Sidor. It was
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Ambo was playing. It was.
Yeah. Top level.
I played for 16s. I
Yeah.
was still very, very new playing against these guys in practice, and it was just like, wow, okay,
Yeah. It's a bit of a reality check
a
of
little
where
bit.
you are.
You could call it a little
Yeah.
bit. It was a huge.
I think kids need that these days. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
kids they stay at the same level a lot and they get big egos quick and I think you need that of like, no, this is kind of the level.
Can that backfire?
Possibly, but then if it backfires, in my opinion, then just go play something else. And
Yeah, yeah. I think, like I said before, it's a little bit of test of character, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Are you gonna stand up to the occasion? Are you gonna go, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Here's the benchmark.
yeah,
And there's some extremely high benchmarks. Extremely high.
yeah. How was it going from Sergio to Graham? That must have been wild, great because Graham's known for like a bit more calm, more caring, more
Yeah, so Graham never shouted at us,
yeah,
but it was a level of expectation from Graham.
Mm.
Uh, it was very fundamental, again, which was great for development. Which I'm still taking some of the lessons that I've learned from Graham
yeah,
and trying to uh, teach. A lot of the things I say when I'm coaching now is footwork, balance,
yeah.
footwork,
Chin it.
balance. Yeah, protect the basketball. Square up, square up.
Yeah,
But again, it was just a super talented group. It was great. We used to have Pete Minister for some games. If there was a clash.
yeah,
Pete Minister was great. Green light. Shoot
right,
if
yeah.
you are open. Shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
I always remember that from Pete. Playing Nottingham away. We was driving there with Pete, and it's like, if you're open, shoot the basketball. Don't think, just shoot.
Yeah.
It's like, I can just shoot. It's like, yeah, shoot.
I guess you weren't getting that with Sergio or Graham.
Not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much freedom.
Yeah.
But again, the group was super talented. We had Phil Wade,
7 foot.
7'1".
Couldn't do a press up though, if I remember. For a while.
He couldn't. But when you grow that quick, that young,
Yeah, that's
it
true.
takes a while to,
Yeah.
to kind of catch up. But he's 7'1". You can't teach that.
Yeah.
But what we got taught was Phil is going to pin. You throw the ball to the top of the square. Phil's going to catch it. He's going to drop step, and he's going to dunk it with two hands.
Yeah.
And the other side, if that pass is not there, he's going to screen away. We used to run a motion. He's going to screen away, and you've got Ben Eves coming around, and he's going to catch it at 6'6" at the time. And he's going to dunk with two hands over the guy who's under the basket.
Jeez, where is that now?
And if those two aren't available, we're going to swing to Joe Sullivan, who's going to maybe hit a three. Or swing to Keith Page, who's going to hit a three.
Yeah, it's weapons
Or Danny
everywhere.
Kelly, who's going to hit the three. Or Jackman, it was insane.
But it's like we were saying before the thing that back then you weren't taught as much. Like you weren't taught as much skill set. You really weren't overcoached. Like now you get overcoached, I think.
Yeah, we wasn't, because it wasn't an individual game.
Yeah.
We are a team. We are one. We will win and play together. If we win together, we win together. We lose together, we lose together. It was all about the team. So Graham was teaching us how to win as a team.
Yeah.
You know, 2-2-2-1 press, 1-2-2 press. You know, just different presses that would just give teams nightmares. You know, we'll win games by 90 points.
It's like, yeah, it's just like kill them in it.
Yeah,
It's like
just
aggression.
but it wasn't sort of trying to be disrespectful to the other team. It's all about our
It's
development.
just the way you play, and yeah.
It's our development, you know.
Yeah. But that now it's like everything's for the person. It's like your individual skill set, how you dribble the ball, how you shoot, and then you see the team now kind of getting sort of a lot of friction in teams because well, I've just worked on this. I want to do this in a game now.
Yeah,
Back then it was like, well, I'm good at this. Phil's good at that,
yeah,
and we use each other.
yeah.
Well,
So
question to both of you. So you had your standout players back then, a few years ago.
Yeah.
You would have had your standout players and whatnot.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you mentioned, everything is like team based and whatnot. At what point do you sort of like balance the development for each player? Because if this guy is like our best player and
Mhm.
he's this and he's great and everything, and he's probably gonna go D1 or he's probably gonna do this, his rate of development or what he needs to actually develop might be slightly different to another person. So
Sure.
how do you balance their development with the rest of the team?
Again, I'm from a generation where it wasn't positionless basketball.
Right.
So bigs would go down one end
Yeah.
and do big work. Guards would go down the guard end and do guard work.
Yeah.
But that's where the summer camps came in.
Mm.
That's when you get your individual skill set.
yeah,
You know, and playing in the community leagues, where you get to work
extra
on
stuff,
where you work
yeah.
on your moves.
Yeah.
No, not that my bag was very deep, but you know, is where
but it's that thing where you
where you
wait
get
really
shot up
top.
in a game live situation. So when you're putting on the red
Yeah.
Magic jersey,
Yeah.
it's you and who?
Yeah.
And I know you say your bag's not deep, but I bet your fundamental skills were so good. That's what we had different back then. I thought everyone's footwork was good, everyone could
Yeah.
finish,
Mm.
but back then we weren't really taught much. Like if I remember, you weren't really like taught like Euro steps or one
What's
step.
a Euro step?
That's what I mean. Pete, I remember Pete saying
So-
Sergio was the first person.
So Serge taught us like sort of 1 foot opposite hand,
Yeah.
things like this. You drive on the right side of the basket, finish with your left hand, and it was like, what do you mean, Serge? Like on the right side, you use your right hand.
They've been drilled like
Yeah, Joe and Graham, you know, and Dave, and
That's-
yeah. So yeah, there was. I'm not saying there was no Eurostep, but it wasn't something that was being taught.
yeah,
You know, you were taught to square up. You were taught to be on balance. You were taught as you're coming off the screen which foot to plant first.
yeah.
All that type of stuff. You know, not can I do a spin move?
Yeah. Now that, in my opinion, now that's getting taught first, the spin move and the things that Joe and Graham were sort of doing, that fundamental stuff, that's kind of gone out the window a bit because it's not like back then when these guys were playing, they didn't have any moves to go to. It's just the moves that you've kind of figured out yourself.
Yeah. I mean, the game's evolved.
Yeah.
The game has evolved dramatically.
Phil would be at the 3-point line now, shooting
Yeah,
threes.
yeah, which
You won't be good at it, but
It's it's like everything evolves, isn't it?
yeah, true.
Whether it's good or bad, everything evolves. And the game today is a completely different game than what it was when I was coming up.
Yeah,
Even the NBA is completely different.
yeah. How do you find it though now to having to teach stuff now? Because obviously you want to teach you like the past, but you obviously have to kind of keep up with the modern.
Um, Good question.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good question.
fine.
I'm still heavy on fundamentals.
Yeah, same.
Still heavy on it. Um, we had practice last night, and at the end of practice, excuse me, one of the parents was talking about the gather step. It's a travel. It's a
Yeah,
travel. It's a travel. This is what he's saying.
yeah,
I was like, 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, maybe.
But now
But he
it's
hasn't ended his dribble,
right, yeah, yeah.
and he plays this dad. He plays a little bit. So I'd shown him like the difference between how it was when and what it is now. So it's difficult. So I coach 14s and 16s. 16s I get a little bit more freedom to and coach a little bit more games. This is how this.
seasonal as well.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the 14s, I'm still very heavy fundamentals, defensive intensity, deny the passing lanes. Can you see both guys? Can you see the ball and can you see your guy?
Yeah,
Are you in the right position to help? But when we come to help, what do we actually do? We just stand there like this, or do we try and make the driver change direction? Um, can we get can you take a charge? I don't know the last time I saw somebody take a charge.
very few people now.
See, that was
So
big
used to demand it.
when we was coming up. Like I remember, do you remember Nate Outhouse? I think he went to college with John.
I don't think so.
He used to run the summer camps.
Right, yeah,
There was a drill literally where you are taking charge.
yeah.
You have to get there and you're being hit and you're going, what?
Similar to what you run with the
Yeah,
Oh, it's just because I see Joe do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. Or loose ball, for instance, like you
dive
start
on
two
it,
lines,
yeah.
throw the ball out, and you have to run and dive and grab the ball.
Yeah.
yeah. Now people say, "Oh, that's dangerous." And I'm like, "Come on."
With the kids,
Yeah.
like were they enthused by it? Because I had a similar issue with Milo where I found that kids nowadays are more enthused with the offensive side of things, like
Mm-mm.
shooting the
The
ball.
glamorous
But
side.
yeah, yeah.
Glamorous side.
And when it comes to explaining the specifics of like defense and positioning
Yeah.
and footwork and squaring up and all
Yeah.
these fundamentals that mentioning is so important,
Mm.
they switch off or they're not as eager about it. So how do you encourage or make that part of the game more exciting or as exciting as the glamorous side?
Think some of it is whether you have it in you or not.
Mm.
Where you have a little bit of a fight.
Yeah,
Um, but it's just I think it's teaching, explaining, taking the time to this is why we do this stuff. No, a lot of the times when I was coming up, you just did it. You didn't necessarily understand why you did it. So I really take time to explain, like, if we do this, this is the outcome.
yeah,
And if we don't do this, here's the potential outcome.
yeah,
And I always talk about the game. What we're doing now must transition into when I'm on the sideline and I can't stop practice to
Mm.
tell you, okay, when we're trying to do this, let's take a look at it this way. You're in battle almost. You got you and your four teammates, two refs, table guys. So if we can't do it now, it's going to expose you in the game.
yeah.
And it's just constantly just communication, having that conversation with the guys. Um,
I love that you said battle. That's like a Joe thing. That you
Mm.
go to war in it. You go fight. You go. That was the. It's
you go
also what.
together, you
Yeah,
go together. You group of 12 on game day,
yeah,
but you're on the floor as you and your four teammates against those five guys. That's it. That's all that matters is us versus them.
yeah,
And it's trying to just draw a little bit of fight, a little bit of a controlled aggression, intensity, and trying to just instill that in the kids. I'm constantly talking about that with the boys to try and bring the group together.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's all about what the coach champions. Like Joe champion, you take a charge. It was a big deal.
yeah, and you go
Yeah,
and help your teammate
yeah,
up.
you go get him, and that was he's not really celebrating that you scored. He doesn't really care. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
you're supposed to score.
that's
You're supposed to score, right? That's the whole point of the game. Yeah.
So we know about your Magic career a little bit. I'm wondering what happened after Magic. 'Cause obviously, I saw you at Magic,
Hmm.
watching you when I was young and stuff, thinking.
Yeah.
But then I have no idea really what happens after Magic.
So the summer after the 18s, I was working out with the sort of men's,
Yeah,
and then I was trying out with Neil Bradley at D3. Again, the team's loaded. Like he's going into men's basketball at this stage. I wasn't ready for men's basketball. My body wasn't ready.
yeah,
That was the biggest thing that I needed to work on. However, I'd been sort of speaking to a school in Texas about redoing final senior year. And so that was kind of on the cards. I was like, do I go here? Uh, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't make the D3 team here. And Neil Bradley pulled me to the side and he's like, why don't you go and play in the Mabel League? Go and learn how to play men's basketball. It's still good standard. Uh, you're going to go and play against men. So you need to work out, work in the gym, and learn how to play against men. And I did. I did do that. Again, following summer, come back, try, working out with same guys. Because this, even though I didn't play, this was still like home almost.
Yeah.
yeah,
It didn't matter that I didn't play for the team. It was everybody I knew played here.
yeah.
So this is where I'd still work out in the summer. So yeah, I played Mabel for a bit. Um, and then I went to see a couple of guys that played on. So I was on one 18s team with Graham, and there was an 18s team with Joe that I think Tom played for, Griffiths.
Right, yeah.
So that was
It's like
Ben
a
Murray.
first and second, or is it
Yeah.
like, yeah,
So it was Ben Murray, Joe Ransom, Ricky Crosby,
yeah. Right.
and Ben and Ricky went to a D3 school in Pennsylvania, Mount Aloysius, I think it's called. So me and Joe Sullivan, we was like, well, come and see you guys. Just a bit, crazy. Let's just go to America, see our friends for
Yeah.
10 days. So we did. Uh, and then that summer, I went to work at Camp America. So I was coaching over in the States for the summer. Went to go and see those guys again. And by this time, I think I was 21 at this point. So I still played Mabel, but still around. Playing local league here, Monday Night League. Some real,
Well
real
played.
good
Yeah,
stuff, Monday Night League. Um, real fierce, competitive stuff.
yeah.
And then so after I sort of finished camp, I traveled around states a little bit and ended up going to college to go and see Ricky and those guys. Start working out with the team, and the coach was like, "Do you want to play here next year?" So like, obviously yes, but what does that look like? So there was only like 50% scholarship going at the time because it's a D3 school, you can't give full rides. So I said, okay, what does tuition look like? It's like $14,000 a year. I'm not from that background. I can't.
You can just throw that out.
Yeah, I was like, but I didn't want to give up. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can work something out. And so I come back, and at the time before I went there, I was actually renting an apartment with Del Harriman, and he just signed at Everton
Right.
Tigers the first year that those guys were sort of formed.
What was that? Is that BBL or?
BBL, yeah. So I went to see Delmy when I come back. He was playing. Told him, oh, I've been offered a place here. He said, okay, let me speak to the coach here if I can get you here. Work out with us with the pro team before you go. Went to the game, met the coach. He's like, okay, practice Monday. Went to the practice. I said, okay, yeah, we'll offer you a spot. So I spent that year with Everton Tigers in the BBL, which was again like I got to play basketball every day.
Yeah.
The guys in that team was it was unreal. The the guys, a lot of the guys played high D1. The Tony Robertson, he played at UConn.
Mm.
Tony Miller, starting point guard all 4 years at Marquette.
Yeah. Well, BBL was big back then, wasn't it? Yeah, like
This was 2007,
right, yeah,
2007, 2008 season. David Aliu,
yeah,
who it was really weird because my very first summer camp, um, John Beach summer camp, David Aliu was my coach
all
on
right.
that camp,
Playing with
and that was
right?
before he went to Moorhead. So
Right.
he went to Moorhead State. Um, Obviously, he then had his basketball journey, career, and he'd signed at Everton. Being from Liverpool, he signed at Everton. The next minute, I'm on the same team as these guys, and they're like, this is almost a little bit out of body
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's great.
yeah.
Uh,
What was happening with the offer though from the
Yeah.
States?
So I was still kind of speaking to the school. I was still like, that was the plan, but it just got to the point where I spoke to the coach. I was like, I can't raise the funds.
Right, yeah. So then the
So
whole season at Everton, then
full
yeah,
season at Everton, because the plan was to go after that season.
right, okay.
Um, yeah, I just couldn't raise the funds. Full season at Everton, went back to work at summer camp in the States. Um, Went to go see a school in St. Louis, Lindenwood. It was NAIA school at the time. Then a D1 school now.
Right, okay.
There was a guy from London playing on the team at the time. Again, I got offered to, if you'd like to come, but again, the finances stood in the way.
Yeah.
So I came back, started doing pre-season with Everton, but at that time they pumped a lot of money into the club. So it was owned by the football club.
Mm.
So we go to away games. We would like on a football style coach.
Wow, yeah.
We go play.
Pretty cool. It's really cool to see that.
It was at Sky TV on the coach, full kitchen in the back. It was
Oh,
it
wow.
was unreal. We played Plymouth. They flew us to the game. Not private,
Yeah,
like
but still, it's
but
impressive, isn't it?
but we flew to a game, and I'm like, this is crazy.
At least you were just playing Mabel at one point.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that hunger and desire never left.
Yeah.
It never left. I just didn't know where to go.
Mm.
Yeah, I
You
bet
know,
back then there was really no
information,
help
yeah, that's true.
whatsoever.
Yeah, zero help.
Yeah.
Zero. It's like, okay, you're not good enough to play here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I played Mabel. Still had the love and the passion, desire, determination to play. Um, but yeah, that was. I mean, I was doing both at one point. So I come back from the States and I was working out here of an evening,
Yeah.
a couple of times a week, but I was still practicing in the daytime with everything because the pro clubs you practice during the day. So I'd literally train to Liverpool, 2 hour practice, train back, try and eat something, and then time I had no money, so I didn't have a car, and I'd walk from my mum's house in Burnage to here to then do another 2 hour session with Neil.
Yeah.
And I said, look, what's it looking like for me to make the team this year? So I'm not too sure. I was like, well, I've been offered a spot on the Everton roster. And Neil's like, I don't know if that's the best move for you, but I can't guarantee that you're gonna play here.
Mm.
Okay. So I went and signed for Everton.
Yeah. That enjoyable, that was like a good decision, you think, or
Yeah, it was achieving all my dreams
yeah, but
of
BBL,
playing
yeah,
pro basketball.
yeah.
Whether it was traditional route, whether I should even been there in the first place. Fact remains, I was.
Yeah.
You know.
Just stick at it and
Yeah,
just
just keep
going.
working, keep going. Don't let nobody tell you no.
Yeah. I,
I was gonna say like these are the stories that the kids now don't hear about. Like they think that there's a specific route you take to good like to achieve the dream
Yeah,
of playing or whatnot. And it's going states. It's got to be going states. It's got to be this. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. But there are loads of people who have gone through different routes to achieve their dream. But
yeah.
again, like yeah, we need to do a better job of like getting these stories out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're seen doing that, what, like 21, something like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
21, yeah.
And there is a big thing about that thing. Like at 18s, we've got it loads now. I don't know if you've got it at Wire and stuff, but like kids start panicking at 18s. Like the panic that comes in of what am I going to do? What am I going to
Yeah,
do?
I've got
I
no
do think
fears.
Yeah.
there needs to be some sort of outlet that the country provides or that we provide where there's that gap between aging out of 18s
hmm
and seniors. There needs to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
that like middle under 20s, under 21s.
18 is
Yeah,
still
as I said,
big.
it
Yeah,
affected
yeah.
it really affected me
Yeah.
because I wanted to play for Magic. I got here and I'd done the few years that I was here, and I got to men. I was like, okay,
What now?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I do think there is definitely a need for it.
What would it look like? Would it be every team having an under 20s and then, like the kids that didn't.
I don't know. Does some of that get filled with the uni league, like books?
Yeah, Bucks. But
Possibly,
that's
I'm
how
yeah.
not.
people
I'm
go
not
to
that.
uni though.
Yeah,
You've
that's
got to
yeah,
go to uni to play Bucks. Like you can't
yeah.
Yeah.
just, yeah.
I think it needs to be separate from education. I think it's something that you want to do outside of education.
At 18, you're still developing,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
but you've aged out,
yeah.
but you might not be ready to go and play, at strong men's
Yeah.
program. So it's kind of what do you do? I mean,
Bloody yeah.
it's probably because of my journey, but I think the Mabel Prem is a good standard
Yeah.
still. You're playing against men, you're learning how to use, you don't have your man strength at 18,
No.
19. Well, some people do, but a lot of us don't.
I still don't.
It's learning how to play against
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
30-year-old guy.
yeah,
But the good thing about what you're saying is that you've come from or when you were under 18, to like a hyper successful era while you were playing and everything, and then you had a gap. But because like your hunger was still there, you was like, I don't care as long as I'm playing,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Whereas now the mindset might be, oh, I've been successful, I've been, like top five, this MVP, whatever, whatever. I can't go and just play here, or I have to
I
play, I
think
have
that
to play
affects the
here.
game, to be fair.
Yeah, so yeah,
Um, it depends how deep you want to go. It's possibly a wider society issue. Everything is instant.
yeah,
yeah.
We don't watch TV the same way anymore.
yeah,
I don't want to watch this show. Okay, I put Netflix. Choose what I want to watch when I want to watch.
Mhm.
Growing up, you watch a film with your
yeah,
parents.
freebie.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
watch a film with your parents. You needed the toilet. You go in
You
the
wait for
break.
the ads, yeah.
And you run and you come back. Or if it's a film where it doesn't have a break, you have to run to the toilet.
Yeah,
What did I miss?
yeah.
What happened now? What did she say about this guy? But now, okay, I just pause it.
Pause it, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's just instant, instant, instant. And I think there's positives in that. There's also negatives in that. And I think possibly some of that might impact on the work ethic of today within sports because it's almost like, okay, I tried this move a few times now. It's not working.
It'll never work.
It's never going to work. This is something you must work on from now until you continue to play basketball
Yeah,
for forever.
yeah,
And you will never perfect it,
yeah.
but you keep working on it to get
Developing it
better
little by
and
little by
develop and
little,
develop,
yeah.
Well,
develop.
it's like with the Joe and Graham thing of like, all the footwork we did,
Mm-hmm.
run, jump start, pivot.
Yeah.
All coaches now, whenever I say it to them, they're like, oh, the kids will get bored. And I think I don't ever remember being bored of it. I
No,
remember you just did it because that's what you were doing.
that's what we're doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we're doing. And you then question it.
No, it's like, this is just what you do because look how successful it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
The
know.
banners speak for themselves,
Yeah.
Just to finish off my story of my playing days.
Yeah.
Um, second season, I started to do pre-season with Everton, and they pumped a lot of money into the club. A lot, as I said, they were flying us to games and whatnot. And the P&L came through, profit and loss report came through, and it was like, if we don't win, this team's done. Because a lot of money that was being spent, right? So the whole thing was trying to copy the European system. Most as you guys know, most pro football teams throughout Europe have basketball programs.
Yeah.
We don't, which is crazy within itself.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. So
We used to,
yeah.
again, going to the Man United days,
Yeah.
but we don't. It's its own thing, and I
Yeah.
think that sometimes stunts the growth.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
when I was at Everton, we would go to the football games, and we was on the pitch at Goodison Park, like promoting the games and stuff,
Yeah.
or going into the suites and the boxes, like handing out complimentary tickets. And we sold out the what's the arena in Liverpool? Echo Arena.
Echo.
We played Cheshire Phoenix. I don't know if it's still Jets at the time. I'm not
Guess
sure.
Jets, wasn't it?
Might have been Jets. We sold that. It was full. I don't know. We sold it out. Lots of complimentary tickets, but the arena was full. Um,
Must have felt amazing.
I didn't see the floor.
Still.
You were there though.
I was there. I was
You
there.
weren't there.
Yeah. So that was that season, and then so fast forward, um, get to sort of like the pre-season, and it was like, if we don't get to Europe, then this team's done. So they brought in 10 full-time guys, brought in Tony Garbaletto, who was GB coach at the time, and it just, I was like, I'm probably done here.
Mm.
They didn't tell me I was done, but I was like, okay. I think Dave Siddall was playing over at Sheffield Arrows. I think it might be called Derbyshire Arrows now. Okay, it's D1. I'm gonna go sort of see what it's just test the waters over there. And the coach is like, yeah, we'll sign you. So I was like, okay, I've got more opportunity to play.
Yeah.
So I kind of left them and went to play for Sheffield. A few things didn't work out. That was a little bit out of my control. I'm not going to go into too much detail again
Yeah.
on camera.
Nobody's watching those, Steve.
Probably now. Probably not. Yeah, right now. That was kind of it. Went back to play Stockport D3 with Joe and a few of the guys that came through here as well, Craig Young. It was fun, but it just got to the point where a few of the guys would come to game day, and it was very obvious that Friday nights weren't spent at home.
Right, yeah.
And we're going to play Sheffield for 8 o'clock tip off on a Saturday evening. And you're paying for this privilege, by the way. We're not being paid. We're paying for that
Yeah,
privilege.
Yeah. It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, you're driving
Very
your
low
own
game.
car, or it's and like I said, some guys weren't taking it serious, and I said, I'm done. Yeah, man, it was, and then I came away. I met my wife, and she asked me a question. I came home one evening. She goes, "Why do you play basketball?" So what do you mean? Why do I play? Well, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done since I was 12, 13
Yeah.
years old. What do you mean? Why do I play basketball? Because every time you go to basketball, you come home in a worse mood than how you left the house.
Oh.
This guy,
make you-
this guy
Is that-
plays.
Yeah.
It just resonated.
Yeah.
Really like caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Really. It's such a good question.
Yeah.
Don't know. I'm going for a shower. I don't know. But it
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
hit, because this game was always fun.
Yeah.
It stopped becoming fun.
Yeah.
I came away from the game.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't play. I was 26. Just had Mason, my eldest. Before we knew it, Benjamin was on the way.
Yeah.
So life got very serious, very serious, and I just came away from the game. Okay, I stopped watching. I stopped coming to the centre. Stopped coming to watch the men's team. Just completely came away from the game. Even the clothes I wore changed.
Yeah. You're an adult now.
Yeah, there was no more hoodies. There was no more, sweatpants.
Yeah.
Didn't own basketball shoes.
Trousers, shirts and ties.
Quite that far.
Do you feel like a different person?
Yeah. I grew my hair, because my hair used to be shaved down. Because I like to play basketball.
Yeah.
You probably can, but
Yeah.
shave it all off. I just came away from the game.
Yeah. What was
completely.
that like though? That must have been nice for a bit, but then you start missing it. Or
At the time, I didn't realize. So we had the boys. We moved from Chorlton, moved to Lynn. I opened up a coffee shop. So I was consumed with life,
Yeah.
yeah,
wife, children, um,
Work. Yeah.
business, everything. And I got a message from a friend of mine called Carl Yearsley. He played in that team with Serge.
right, yeah.
Want to play basketball on Tuesday night? I'm not spoke to Carl for a few years, but we're friends on Facebook. I was just in the cinema with Claudia and the boys. I just wrote back, no.
Right.
Follow-up question. Why not? I don't play basketball no more.
Mm.
I've been away from the game about 6 years at this point. So what do you mean? He's like, call me tomorrow. So I called him. So why don't you? There's no pressure. It's Tuesday night men's league at Warrington Ball Hall. Just come and see how you get on. The season's not started yet. It's just a bit of an open scrimmage. Da 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 da. And I went, okay, I'll come. Bailed out on him. And that's something that I don't
See.
ever do. No, I really, if I say I'm going to do something,
What was that though?
I
I was like
usually follow through.
nervous to go back,
A
or
little bit.
yeah,
And then I had to find some shoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to buy some shorts.
Yeah,
So what do? I go Trafford Centre, Foot Locker, right? No basketball stuff.
Yeah.
really?
It's got to be online now.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Or like
I
the
found a pair
specific
of Greek
Jordans or
freak
whatnot.
shorts.
Yeah.
That again, my shorts used to be way below the knee.
Yeah.
Oversized t-shirt,
Mm.
short shorts. I would call them. They're not too short, but um. And then another friend who plays, I've got a spare pair of shoes you can buy from. But it was good because I got to be me
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that hour and a half, and I sort of lost that a little bit. I was the husband, I was the dad, I was the boss, I didn't have me time.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I joined the men's league. I was playing there a little bit. It was good. I enjoyed it. And I was playing there for like 1 or 2 years. I was like, can I still play? Or is this league not very strong?
right. Yeah, you don't know where you kind of fit
Yeah,
in.
because they come to me one Tuesday night. It's like, oh, this is for you. And it was like most points scored in the season.
Right, yeah,
I was like, okay. Didn't. So, oh, can I? So, cool. Pluto.
yeah, yeah.
I want to come back to Trafford. So I did. And I played the first season, second season back, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So at this time, Mason has started playing. Mason and Benji started playing. Benji doesn't play anymore. He told me, Dad, I retired.
Mm.
He's 12 years old.
It's a good time. It's a good time to retire.
Retired. Mason, he now plays Cheshire Wire. He was playing in the ball hall. And Steve Welsh, she said, oh, you're bringing Mason along to the under 12 trials tonight. I said, no, I don't think he's quite ready for National League basketball. Because again, my picture of National League basketball
Is
is it.
yeah.
Very, very high.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's quite. Bring him along and see how he gets on. And at that time, they ended up taking full intake. So they had two teams for Cheshire Wire. Then it was, we need coaches, we need helpers, we
So they
need
both
this.
you in,
And
yeah.
I genuinely didn't want to coach him
Mm.
because I wanted his journey to be his journey.
Yeah.
I'm here if you need me, but you have your journey. I
Yeah.
have my journey with no interference. You
Yeah.
have yours. Um, but obviously speaking to a couple of the parents there, it's like, oh, so do you play basketball? Because again, at this point, I could play it.
Yeah.
So I've got basketball hoodies again. I've got basketball shoes again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, do you play? I was like, oh, I used to. Oh, why don't you help out coaching? No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want my relationship with Mason to be,
Coach and
yeah,
yeah.
I don't want that relationship to be affected by me becoming his coach. Fast forward 2 seasons, I'm now Mason's coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a challenge within itself.
Yeah.
Enjoy it though.
I do love it. I really do. But yeah, so now I'm fully immersed in
Yeah,
coaching.
You're a coach, man, not a player.
Yeah,
literally full circle.
full circle.
Yeah,
And it was a tough decision really to kind of want to go and coach.
Yeah.
But I considered all the things and just again going back to the very beginning, having people like Emerson, Nathan's dad,
Yeah.
Tony, your mum even, picking us up, driving us around. He was like, okay, it's my turn to give back.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have all this knowledge that I've got from all these people
yeah.
that I've mentioned on here already. I have a lot of knowledge to give back now,
Yeah.
and it's the right thing to do.
Definitely. I think the more people do, especially if you've gone through Joe and Graham.
Yeah,
I know there's loads of other people that have helped, but those two always stick out for everyone. You
Yeah,
just making sure that people are still coaching
that way.
their philosophy and stuff. I think that's really important. Well, Steve, we'll end with the last question. So we'll call it the Next Position podcast.
okay,
Nobody knows that, but we are.
okay.
So we always ask though. We always
For
ask.
now, for now, for now.
For now, yeah. We always ask what's next. So I wonder what's next. Now that can be basketball or not basketball. What are you thinking?
What's next? What's tomorrow looking like? Busy day in the diary tomorrow.
Right.
But no, seriously, I don't know. I don't know. I'm coaching wise. Um, I just want to keep supporting. First, and it's selfish to say, but Mason is my
Yeah,
bird.
makes
You
sense. Yeah.
know, I want to help him as much with his basketball journey and help him again, just being a dad, right?
Yeah.
Navigating life through my lessons so he can
Mm.
avoid some of the mistakes that I made. Uh, where that takes us, I don't know.